Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Colorex Malice Unlimited, and we are just starting Enomoto's route, and we're still in Chapter 1. So, anyway, I changed into my uniform, then headed to my desk. My junior partner was already there, standing at attention. Good morning, ma'am! Good morning! Let's both do our best today. Let's learn how to speak, Spacey. Yes, ma'am. SRCPO looks quiet at first glance, but I'm sure our work will be valuable, just like you were in solving the X-State cases. I had been put in charge of this rookie who had just transferred in this spring. Apparently, he'd heard from Mochida that I had been involved in the arrest for Kobayashi and Ogata, and liked to talk up my achievements. My involvement with X-Day was a special case. What's important about SRCPO's work is our ability to get close to the community. You need to really listen, no matter who you're talking to. Don't forget that. Oh, yes, ma'am. Sorry. When my classmate said that SRCPO was just a customer service job, I got a little nervous. I know how you feel. A friend once asked me whether I was losing my passion for police work because of the nature of SRCPO's duties. But it really is an important job. We interact with the public more than any other department. Yes, ma'am. I didn't mean to whine. I'll do my best. Just then, the phone started ringing, so I got to work. The rookie reminded me of myself not too long ago. Customer service, huh? My friend Saeki, who had said that, was still recuperating. In the middle of the X-Day killings, he had gotten mixed up in the shooting. The scene was still fresh in my mind as if it had happened yesterday. Are we gonna have a flashback? Because it's not fresh in my mind. We still wrote each other letters, but I felt lonely without him. I hope we can go drinking again someday, just like we used to. I mean, because obviously in Enomoto's route, I think Enomoto's was actually recommended one of the first ones because it was the least spoilery. I should have gone back and looked, and we should have done it in the same order. Not that it matters, you know what I mean? But it would make sense that, oh, Saeki was injured and blah, blah, blah. Because we wouldn't have known. We would have been like, oh no, Saeki, instead of being like, you son of a bitch. You know what I mean? But, I don't think we knew Saeki was involved with Adonis until Shiraishi's route, actually, but... Because I think that was the big reveal. Spoiler alert, I guess? But you should have watched the first one before this. Otherwise it makes no sense, but... Anyway. I got the worst muscle pain in my fucking calf. It's like... You know what I mean? You know what it's just like? 4-9. Was it 033? It must have been. You know what I mean? You know how just sometimes you're just my muscle hurts. I'm not tensing and I'm not flexing, I'm not doing anything, it's just sitting here and it hurts. I hate that. Anyway. At lunch, I went up to the roof. Mineo was already there waiting for me. Look, he's changed into his work outfit and I fucking dig it. He looks adorable and I love his fucking tie. Okay, look. I know he wasn't my favorite in the first one. I dig him now. He's worming his way into my heart, but the man has flair with his shirt and his tie. I dig his flair, okay? Anyway. Mineo, I called out to him, but then noticed that his mood was rather somber. Hey, what happened? Worried, I approached Mineo. His eyes were tearful. For some reason, he was holding a curry bun instead of the lunch I'd made for him. Did someone beat him up and take his lunch? I was bragging about the lunch you made for me to everyone else, showing off the delicious dishes one by one. Then they started grabbing them, and when I tried to take them back, they'd just steal another. Before long, the lunchbox was empty. They stole his fucking lunch! He got bullied by the bigger kids at work! Oh my god. You poor fucking man. Oh, you're a little... Look at his little face! Okay. You were so... Oh my god. You're such a pathetic sad sack. Oh my god. I can't help it. This is so endearing and it hurts. Alright. You're getting in there. You're worming your way into my heart, and I just love you, you poor pathetic excuse of a human being. You can't even, you stole my lunch. You're an adult man! What the fuck? But his sad, precious face. Oh, I love him so much right now. I can't. Oh. I thought of the two officers who had teased him this morning. He probably got excited and started showing off, so they ate all his food. Still, that's so mean! Is that why you bought the curry bun? No, I got this from Satake. Apparently he buys a lot of them. Ah, I can imagine that too. And then he's looking so lovingly, thinking of Satake. Satake was like a father figure to many in field ops. I mean, it tastes good, but it's not the same as your wife making you lunch. Mineo squeezed the pastry in anguish, causing the curry filling to ooze out. Your wife? Huh? Oh, right. You're not my wife yet, but still, you put your love into making it. That's right. I put in your favorite Hamburg steak. I immediately shut my mouth, but it was already too late. Mineo covered his face in shame. Ugh, I'm so sorry. I should have protected that lunchbox with my life. Hey, it's okay. I have another lunchbox here. But that's yours. I know how much you were looking forward to it, so you can have mine. It's the same as the one I made for you with the Hamburg steak. Are you an angel? No, I'm just not an idiot. Sorry, but I'll take you up on that offer. I sat next to him on the bench and opened my lunchbox. Then Mineo gave me half of his curry bun. You can have half of mine, but I'm eating all of yours. Like, you can have half of mine. I don't want you to go hungry. Okay, well, since I'm already here, wait, you can have my lunch. You can have half of mine. I don't want you to go hungry. You should have traded lunches. That's how you do shit. I don't give you my whole fucking lunch for nothing. Giving you my lunch for the pudding cup, bitch. That's how it works. You never did this? You don't understand how to play in the sandbox? The fuck? I cut the Hamburg steak into bite-sized chunks and raised one piece to Enomoto's mouth. Okay, girl. My heart beat slightly fast. You're feeding him. Oh, God. Okay. Why does he have a sharp little fang tooth? Wait. Is this the part where I say, yes? It was embarrassing to have it pointed out to me. Like, he looks stressed. Like, plus that curry bun looks so tiny. I wish he would just eat it already, but Mineo just sat there, staring at the offered piece of meat. I can't believe I'm finally crossing this one off my 100 things. 100 things. A concept in Enomoto's mind. Since he'd never been in a real relationship until he met the protagonist, he had lots of thoughts and emotions bottled up. Amongst these things include trivial matters like being called by his first name and getting Valentine's chocolates, as well as pointing out what's wrong with his Masamune Date jokes, but still laughing about it. Pointing out what's wrong with his Masamune Date jokes, but still laughing about it. That's oddly specific. Fucking figures. I remember you saying something like this before. I was reminded of the time that I had plucked a stray grain of rice from his cheek. Again! Take rice off my cheek. Kiss me goodnight. Actually, let me have sex with you. Like, some of those I get, but some of them are, like, weird. Tell me that there's an eyelash loose on my cheek and then make a wish on it. Like, oddly specific. You're just imagining it. It's just a hobby that I have. Neo, you look like you're about to faint in joy. Wait, a hobby? So you've done this before with someone else? Huh? No, just, in my dreams. I feel him so. How about in reality? No, nobody likes me. I'm a sad loser. So I've lived for 23 years with lofty goals in my heart. What's wrong with that? Oh, I'm not upset. I'm actually happy to hear that I'm your first. At everything. At literally everything. Okay, it's weird because her hair's not so much jellyfish hair as it looks like it's short all around, except for the side piece is like 8 feet fucking long. That's awkward as shit. It's the weirdest style for her hair. Anyway. Oh, okay. That's nice. No, wait! I just realized something really important. After I eat the steak, I followed Mineo's gaze. He was looking between me and the fork I was holding up. That means we'll have shared an indirect kiss, right? Have we not actually kissed this man? Stop analyzing out loud! Stop analyzing out loud it like that? Is it supposed to be stop analyzing it out loud like that? Sorry, I just couldn't help but notice. Okay, like, maybe we haven't slept with him. Okay, because, like, We gotta go slow with him, okay? Because he's like a scared bunny rabbit. Okay, we gotta be careful! But I'm pretty sure in the other game, there was no way in hell they would have let us end a route without getting a kiss. So why are you worried about an indirect kiss? I probably had my tongue in your mouth. This is like nothing at this point. I'm just saying. Weird as shit. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. But, like, I guess we shouldn't be concerned about indirect kisses anymore since we've already directly... Oh, enough! Just hurry up and eat it! I surprised myself with my anger, and Mineo swiftly snapped up the offered piece of hamburger. I was about to eat my own portion as well, but felt awkward and hesitated. Well, now I'm freaking out because I'm sharing. Like, it's the weirdest thing. Listening to you lovebirds go at it makes me forget that I'm in a police station. I forgot her voice. Wow. Sakuragawa? Sakuragawa sat down on the bench next to us, beef bowl in hand. We already know who she is. Kotoho Sakuragawa, 27, forensics. Wait, no, that's not what it was. Was it? CSI? I don't remember where she is. Anyway, did you, hear us? Oh yeah, I heard everything. It was like listening to middle school romance. I felt embarrassed for you just hearing it. Shouldn't you two be worrying about, adult problems? Deeper ones? Adult? Deep? We're like, adult? And he's like, deep? Mineo seemed to be waiting for more details, but unfortunately for him, Sakuragawa didn't divulge the information needed to satisfy his curiosity. Oh, he wasn't even getting pervy like me. He was like, deep? What are you talking about? You two are just too wholesome. It's obvious just how much you two like each other. At this rate, you'll end up married before you know it. What? We haven't talked about... We're totally plastic. Plastic? Platonic. The word is platonic, Enomoto. Sakuragawa corrected Mineo with an exasperated sigh, then began eating her lunch. He's kind of like a fucking idiot, but we kind of love him anyway. He's like the big dumb idiot, but... Is he the himbo? Is that what he would be? He's not really buff enough to be that, but at the same time, you kind of got the idiot, but still kind of adorable. The topic of marriage had a greater impact than expected, however, and we both went silent. We did do a little rehearsal marriage ceremony at a church before. I recalled the kiss we shared under that reverent atmosphere. Then Mineo finally opened his mouth. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that we should make it more official. Huh? Both my eyes and Sakuragawa's went wide at Mineo's quiet declaration. I'm not with you because of some half-hearted temporary feelings. A man has a duty to make the woman he loves happy. He said it without hesitation. I sensed a firm stubbornness behind the words. Well, no, we can't get that till the second fan disc. I don't know if there is one, but there should be when we get married to everybody. I see. Well, let me know if it moves forward. I will. I had difficulty remaining composed as I listened to their exchange. I didn't think he'd go there. I'd been casually conversing with Mineo until moments ago, but now I couldn't even look at him. That was how shocking this had been for me. Ah, we get to be him now, yeah, okay. 4:10, 9:17 p.m. Ooh, this is late. Field ops had a wide set of responsibilities. Regular crime prevention patrols were among the most important of our duties. I'll head for the west entrance. Satake is supposed to have like a really gruff voice, but I don't think I can do it. Hold on. Alright, I've seen some shit. I can't do it. I don't know, whatever, we'll figure it out. Alright, it's awfully quiet tonight. When we took the car through a turn, our eyes scanned for any suspicious vehicles. Oh my god, it's like he's turning into Mineo. Oh, wait a minute. Cop of Satake's caliber could sniff out criminal activity just by observing the driving style of a vehicle. It was a skill born from many years of experience, not something I could learn overnight. What's important is that I give everything my full effort. Just gotta keep my eyes and ears open. Since rejoining the police, I had noticed a change happening within me. I feel like I was more clear-headed back before I quit. Perhaps it was most accurate to say that my instincts had dulled. And during the X-Day cases, I'd been a sitting duck, unable to move forward or go back. I'd spent those days lazily passing the time. Now I felt myself oddly calm while at work. Maybe it was because I could see what I needed to do. And sometimes the change frightened me. Still, it's better than being dazed and confused. In field ops, it was common for us to work directly on crime scenes, So we needed to be calm and rational. I needed to trust the instincts I had right now and devote myself to preventing as many crimes as possible. I slowly turned the steering wheel, directing our car into a side street. And then I drove for a while. Everything seemed peaceful for the moment. It's quiet today. Even the usual groups of drunks aren't around. It might be the calm before a storm. Wait, I'm gonna do every American voice actor ever. Like, wait. It might be the calm before a storm. Like, pretending I'm Batman. I don't know what's happening with this voice. I can't figure. I know I did something before, but like when I do Enomoto and then him, it just sounds too similar, and it's like, I don't know. Anyway, please don't jinx it, sir. This is as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, you're right, but I've been feeling like something's been off for a while. Okay, we'll go there. It still sounds like Enomoto, but like, I don't know. I can't switch out of Enomoto mode for some reason. Like, my voice gets stuck there. Because it's like, I have to fight to get it there to begin with. It doesn't, like... Oh, you have allergies? I got a box of tissues in the back. Not like that, you idiot. When it's unusually quiet like it is now, that's when you need to be most on your guard. We're gonna have to be... It's like, I don't know. A detective's intuition, then. Yeah, you'll come to understand it soon enough. That's better. Oh, this is like we're in one of those police dramas. Look at that simple little face of his. Look, kid, I'm telling you not to get cocky. That's how people get hurt. I get it. Something caught my eye as I scanned the peaceful scenery. In an instant, I collected myself. The air in the car tensed. Satake? Yeah? Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. When we turned left, we spotted a car swerving back and forth on the road. It was meandering between the left and right sides of the road. Was it an unlicensed driver or a drunk driver? Unlicensed driver? A drunk driver? Either way, they need to be brought in for questioning. Questioning? In some areas, police officers are allowed to stop and question anyone on the street. Among Japanese police, the process is called bankake. And unlike in an interrogation, it's within the subject's right to refuse to answer. Before Mineo returned to work, he was often stopped for questioning in this manner. It just sounds like they did on purpose. They're like, oh, he used to work for stop him and ask him questions. Stop your car. Pull over to the left. Over the loudspeaker, I stated my instructions and waited for them to comply. They're speeding up. I wish they'd just come quietly. Oh well. I turned on the lights and sirens and started pursuing the vehicle. Come in, this is Field Ops 53. Suspicious vehicle spotted. I don't know what's happened to Satake's voice. He's fucking all over the place, so, you know. Shinjuku Gardens. Suspect fled when approached. Please advise. While Satake called for backup, I put the pedal to the metal. Look at how... I just love it. He's so determined. He's like... Good. But it's just so funny because it just looks... It's adorable. But, you know, he's like, okay, I'm intense driving. But it's like adorable intensity. It's like he's trying to win a prize out of a fucking crane machine, not he's intensely chasing someone down on the road. It's like, I'm intensely going. Enomoto, we're doing 35 miles an hour. Like, I tried closing the distance to the other car when they were driving wildly in excess of the legal speed limit. They're going like a whole 27 miles an hour into 25. What the fuck? Whoa, are you kidding me? And then they suddenly turned off the road into a narrow side alley. I couldn't see any pedestrians, but one wrong move and there'd be a tragedy. They'll spill out into the main road. We can cut them off there. It's just so funny because, like, Satake looks like he's calling on the radio, and Enomoto just, he's so... I know he's supposed to look like, yeah, he's intense, but there's almost like a calm intensity to him that I don't get the, oh my god, we're in a car chase happening. But I love how beautiful his face is. Their front wheels got damaged when they turned off the road. They must be panicking. Doesn't look like they know how to drive. We need to avoid collateral damage at all costs. Satake was right. If we gave pursuit, the driver is likely to speed up and drive through other obstacles, increasing the chances of an accident. In that case, it might be more effective to let them run a bit. I continued to tail the car, keeping it just within visual range. The driver gradually reduced their speed, proving me right. It's about time. Ahead there were red lights and sirens. Our backup had arrived. Seeing that, the driver jerked a sharp left onto a side road. Good, they're in. That road led to a dead end. By tailing out a distance and keeping out of sight, we managed to lead the target exactly where we wanted it. If they tried to run, then they'd have to ditch the car. My projection was proved right again when our headlights lit up a figure trying to abandon his vehicle and make a run for it. You're not getting away! We stopped the car, and then Satake and I worked together to arrest the driver and passenger. When we got close, I blinked in surprise. They were both rather young. You have a driver's license? Of course not. So you admit to driving without a license? So what? Nobody got hurt. By the time someone does get hurt, it's too late. You drove onto the sidewalk. What if someone had been walking there? That's why it's called a sidewalk, not a side ride. I checked to make sure. You could have walked down into your blind spots. Can you imagine what it'd be like if you were the pedestrian and some maniac drove onto the sidewalk? It would have only taken one wrong step to make a mistake you couldn't take back. Cars are powerful machines that can kill people. I mean, he's not wrong. I love how, like, I love it right now. I just love everything. Like, it's like, you could have killed someone. You need to be more responsible. You're so adorable when you're being super responsible. I love it. And the police will never overlook someone driving who doesn't understand that responsibility. After we finished questioning the two men, backup officers arrived to take them to the station. And we watched them go, and then Satake slapped me on the back. I know the old you would have chased after them as soon as you got their scent. And sometimes we have to act quickly to stop a crime before it's committed. But it's hard to assess risk when you do that. An extended high-speed pursuit isn't always the best option. I let you call the shots today, and you made the right choice. Thank you, sir, but it only turned out like this because he was a joyrider. If they'd been drunk driving, they'd have probably tried to run. That's true. Can't let success get to our heads. Good job picking up on that. Looks like your time away from the police wasn't wasted. Yeah, I think I needed that time off. He's so fucking adorable without the eye patch. I can't help it. I do. I love him. Yeah, he's just worming his way into my heart right now. I just want to, like, cuddle him. Like, it's okay. Just to protect you. I've been hiding from my past, petrified in fear. But I'd had someone nearby to look up to. Yanagi's composure and Takeru's decisiveness, plus Shiraishi's analytical eye. I yearned for all of that. I didn't think that I'd pick up their skills just by watching them, but I'd taken a step towards being the cop I wanted to be. Poor Okazaki. He was like, I like the fact that Okazaki can sleep wherever the fuck he wants, but you've grown, Enomoto. Sir? I turned towards Satake, his tone of voice contemplative. He was looking at me with a somewhat relieved expression. I'll never run away again. I wanted to become a man I could be proud of, for Spacey and my friends who'd believed in me. I'd fallen into the trap of self-loathing, and they had been the ones who helped me stand back up. He's adorable. 4:10, 10:18 p.m. Oh, same day. Sounds like they managed to stop the runaway car. Field ops had been the one to catch the suspect, so that meant Mineo might have been involved. While imagining his face, I looked over the provided information and sighed. Oh, when did it get to be this late? I had been training some newer employees on documentation and hadn't realized it was long past the end of the workday. Mochida had already started his night shift, so I got my things and prepared to go home. Just then the phone rang and Mochida answered. Hello, this is the Special Regions Crime Prevention Office. That's right. What's the matter, ma'am? You just wanted to hear my voice? Good grief, all right then. You were saying that you weren't feeling well before. How are you now? From what I could hear of the conversation, the call was from an elderly woman who called SRCPO often. We haven't gotten many non-report calls lately. Calls that weren't reports were typically complaints, grievances, or other small talk. That's just kind of cute. Like, is it you have a problem, man? You just wanted to chat? All right. Like, I don't think you could do that in the United States. I don't think you just call, like, 911 who's like, hey, I'm just bored. And they'd be like, ma'am, is this a fucking emergency? Well, I mean, I was lonely. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get the fuck off the line. Like, I don't think you could just call, I don't think you could just call your local police if you knew their number, you know, and just be like, hey, what's up, Ted? Bored, just chilling. Oh, you gotta, okay, cool. Like, I mean, what the fuck? fucking cute. Even the old woman Mochita was talking to didn't call as frequently anymore. It was proof that peace was finally returning to Shinjuku. Then the phone rang again. Hello, this is the Special Regions Crime Prevention Office. As always, I waited for the caller to continue, but after a pause, there was still no answer. I had a bad feeling about this. Oh, Adonis will now pass judgment on Yuka Somaya? Somaya? Wait. Yeah, Maya. Every once in a while, I, say it, and then I'm like, wait. That's not... It's Maya. Right. Yuka Somaya. An avatar of evil. What? The line cut off before I could even reply. Adonis was going to pass judgment on someone? That's what they said, right? Was this another one of their warnings, or just another prank? I checked the number and found that it had come from a payphone, then called the number back. I waited for a while, but nobody answered the line. I put down the receiver and rushed over to Mochita. Mochita! Hey, you look pale. What happened? He just finished talking to the old woman when he noticed the change in my demeanor. I just got off the phone with... I explained what had happened. Mochita took a moment to think, then looked up. First we need to find out who this Somaya is. Call it in, Hoshino. I'm on it. Controlling my nerves, I keyed my radio. This is Shinjuku SRCPO to all units. A threat stating that Adonis will now judge Yuka Somaya was just received from a public payphone at the 1 block of Shinjuku 35. This may be a new Adonis incident. Requesting priority response. Acknowledged. We're en route. Wait, was that Mineo? He must have been on patrol. I hope he won't get in any danger. That's actually kind of cute, because I'm like, we're talking, and he's like, yep, we got it. And he doesn't, all right, baby, we got it. I kind of almost wish he would be slightly that, he's so professional, but I just wish he'd be like, all right, babe, I got it. Like, did you just call her babe? Yeah, it's my girlfriend. Like, whatever. Like, thanks, sweetie. They just do it nonchalantly, and everyone's like, wait, did you just, everyone else thinks it's weird, but they don't realize they're doing it. Still anxious, I signed off the radio. Spacey's voice came over the radio with a highly unexpected report. As soon as I heard it, I felt like something had seized a hold of my heart. Of course, I knew that there was no proof yet that this was really a threat from Adonis. And still, it wouldn't surprise anyone if Adonis had been in hiding, waiting for a chance to resurface. Just when things finally calmed down, people could finally sleep soundly again. There was no guarantee that the peace would keep forever. In fact, petty crimes still occurred in this town on a daily basis. And with that in mind, I knew that even this minor respite was worth protecting. Right now, I have to do whatever I can. Satake and I arrived at the phone booth as directed, but it was abandoned. We decided to split up and do a sweep of the area. So far, so good. And if that was a credible threat, then this Somaya could be in real danger. I hope that the phone call had just been another hoax. And that cautious optimism ended when I spotted the figure of a young woman sprawled on the ground in an alleyway. This is the police. Are you alright, miss? I ran over to the woman and checked her condition while trying to mind my surroundings. She was still conscious. Her only obvious sounds were some her only obvious sounds? Well, I think it's supposed to be wounds. Her only obvious wounds were some lacerations to her right leg. The bleeding seems to have stopped already, so it probably wasn't a deep wound. And there was a bloody knife next to the woman, so it had probably been used to slash her. But first, I should call this in. Hey, are you alright? Can you speak? The woman grimaced and slowly opened her eyes.
Did you save me?
No, you were alone when I found you. Pardon me, but are you Yuka Somaya?
Yes, it's me. Someone pushed me down and attacked me from behind.
And just try to relax. I need to give you first aid. She took my offered hand and looked around.
Yuka Somaya, 18, high school student. Do we know her? Is she supposed to be someone that we know? 'Cause she's got a sprite. I'm concerned. I think it was a man that attacked me. He said something about judging evil. If I'd moved an inch in the wrong direction,
You must have been scared. I'm gonna call some female detectives to assist. And so please bear with me for a second. Taking pity on the frightened girl at Kidma Radio. This is Enomoto Field Ops. They've secured Yuka Somaya. She's conscious but hurt. We're currently at... I met up with Satake, explained the situation to the detectives and emergency medical service, then left the rest of them. Somaya had been rather frightened and insisted that I stay with her, so I'd accompanied her as far as the hospital. So clean. That was my first impression of the hospital compared to the crime scene. I didn't see anything obvious aside from the knife that could lead us to the suspect. The investigators would probably find more definitive clues like footprints or traces on the victim's clothing. It was forensics' job to look into that. Still, something bothered me. If it had been a random crime, then the perpetrator would have left behind more traces. I didn't feel like the case this time. She did it to herself! Are we dealing with an experienced actor? Her shadow still loomed in my mind. But no coin had been left at the scene. During the X-Day murders, Adonis always left a coin as their calling card at each crime scene. Yeah, but she wasn't murdered, so... Copycat crime, then? Nah, they could have just changed their MO. It had been 3 months since the X-Day cases had come to a close. I clenched my fist. Now we were faced with the threat of new violence.
Chapter 2, Doubt is the Origin of Wisdom. (4:11, 9:37 a.m.) Like less than 12 hours later, we're back at work. The police station was abuzz with talk of last night's events. The victim is Yuka Somaya, an 18-year-old female. She's a high school senior. The crime scene investigation hadn't found any of the coins that Adonis always left at the crime scenes. For that reason, the event was being treated as a copycat crime that was unlikely to be directly tied to Adonis. An investigation had been immediately started based on the victim's statement, but there were no leads on a suspect so far. We didn't know their objective, but if they were trying to emulate Adonis, then it wouldn't surprise me if this was followed by a second or even a third crime. The news media had picked up on the incident too, and visits and calls to the SRCPO had been non-stop. Unlike previous attacks, there had been a public warning of the crime using Adonis' name. The trend towards peace and quiet in Shinjuku was abruptly reversed. As was expected, the public was nervous. Yes, that's still currently under investigation. Yes, that's right. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers right now. I heard the rookie sighing as he finished a call. I never thought that SRCPO would work me this hard. Yesterday wasn't like this at all. Everyone's on edge. It's our job to help them through this difficult situation. My heart breaks for them. Come on, we can't rest yet. Let's do our best, okay? Yes, ma'am. I tried to comfort the tired rookie, then picked up the phone. Hello, this is the Special Regions Crime Prevention Office. Are you lazy cops even doing your jobs? My little sister's family is in Shinjuku. I thought everything would be fine after the quarantine lifted. What are you going to do about this? Punch you in the face, bitch? Show up at my house. You want to go? Ho? Do ya? Yeah? I didn't think so. Want to go? Ho? Didn't think so. Oh! I don't know, it just kind of rhymes, so anyway. I apologize, ma'am, but we're still investigating the case. Do you think a non-answer like that's enough to get me off the phone? Do you play me for a fool? My family's lives are at stake here. I know how to get her off the phone. Click. Click. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, actually, the funniest part was, oh, I'm sorry. And as I said that, my controller flew out of my hand, literally, and hit all those buttons. So, yes, I am sorry, but oops. I'm sorry. I think I'm driving through I think you're driving through a tunnel, ma'am. Click. There were countless more calls expressing anxiety, frustration, and questions about the progress of the investigation. Among them... If I'd known this would happen again, I would have moved out of Shinjuku as soon as the quarantine lifted. I went against my parents' wishes and moved to Tokyo after I graduated high school. Thought that I'd make a life here, but what does that matter if I get killed? Are you police even trying to protect us? Bitch, where have you been? What did we do? We did a good job. We got rid, and now they're back. It's not our fault. They're like mice. They just keep coming back. Of course we are. I want to do everything in my power to protect you. It would have been easy to say that, but for me to say that in my position would have carried serious responsibility. I'm sorry to hear that. The man hung up without another word, and I replaced the receiver, feeling helpless. You think they would allow them? The police are doing everything in their power to prevent this from happening and to find the, you know what I mean? Like, he moved to Tokyo right after high school, like me and Kazuki. It would have taken courage to leave his family behind and strike out on his own. He came so far. Yet, I felt terrible that the situation had happened in spite of his determination. Of course, he wasn't the only victim. As long as Shinjuku remained more dangerous than the rest of Tokyo, people wouldn't be able to rest easy. Even though we made progress after arresting Kobayashi and Ogata, this still isn't over. I have to work even harder. As part of SRCPO, I had to hear out as many people as I could. And that was all I could do for them at the moment. Hello, Special Regions Crime Prevention Office. Unfortunately, I can't give you the answer you want, but rest assured that we're doing everything we can. As I put the receiver down, someone tapped me on the shoulder.
Oh, Shino, did you take your lunch break yet?
Huh? I did a little while ago.
Really? You've been at your desk the whole time. That doesn't sound like a break to me.
I'm okay. If I have one quality I can be proud of, it's my endurance.
Still...
Oh, excuse me, I have to take this. It's my job. Hello, this is the Special Regions Crime Prevention Office. I felt bad about cutting off Mochida, who had only been looking out for me, but I continued to answer the calls. 4:11, 1:06 p.m.
On my lunch break, I went to visit Somaya in the hospital.
Officer Enomoto, you came.
Yeah. I heard you were asking for me.
Sorry, the detectives have been trying to talk to me, but I was so scared. I told them I might have an easier time speaking with you.
Oh. Although I had mixed feelings about being told that, I didn't act like a police... Although I had mixed feelings about being told that I didn't act like a police officer. There we go, that makes more sense. I figured it was more important that she could talk to someone. And besides, I have a few questions for you, too. There hadn't been many surveillance cameras around the crime scene, so the perp could have easily fled before Somaya regained consciousness. Forensics hadn't found any prints on the weapon, and detectives were currently looking for nearby witnesses. It was possible that she hadn't known her attacker, but I'd heard that their current theory was that they were related somehow. Well, this might not mean much coming from me, but people at the station do say I'm easy to talk to.
I knew it! When you saved me yesterday, I felt so safe around you. She's conning us so hard! Mateo, keep it in your pants, she's conning you. Well, I mean, he is precious, but come on.
Glad to hear that. I know you must still be on edge, but I'd be happy to listen if you want to talk.
Thank you. I'm still a little confused from yesterday. But now that I've had time to think about it, I think I might know why I was attacked.
What? Did you tell that to the detective in charge?
No, I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about.
She looked frightened, so I tried not to let my excitement show as I carefully tried to dig deeper. I understand that it might not be easy, but it could help us catch whoever did this to you. Would you mind telling me more about it?
A little while ago, I ran into a girl at school while on the stairs. Kurahashi? She fell and got hurt. It was just a sprain, really, and she was the one who was running. But the truth is she got hurt because of me. I apologized to her, but Kurahashi didn't forgive me, and even said that I pushed her down. She's popular in our class, so people believed that and started looking at me like I was a criminal. Every day people say, I wish Adonis would judge her, or the criminal deserves punishment. People write it on my things, too.
That's like fucking ridiculous. It was an accident. See, this is some fucking kind of like, this is American mentality right here. Oh my god, you pushed me. I'm gonna sue. You fell. I was nowhere near you. Yeah, but I'm still gonna sue you.
Oh my god, get over it. Like, it's extreme, but you know what I mean? You're like, this is an extreme reaction to she fell. Anyway.
That's horrible. It wasn't good that someone had gotten hurt, but bringing Adonis into it obviously crossed a line. Also, it was an accident. And they're basically saying that they want her to get killed for bumping into a girl on the stairs. And still, from Somaya's story, it was easy to imagine the rest of the class joining in bullying her. Like, Jesus. Bullying can get really bad in schools, and there are a lot of cases where even playful teasing escalates until something tragic occurs. Yeah, and school shootings in America.
From the outside, it must look like I'm a terrible person. Adonis must have heard the rumors and decided to punish me.
Nah, no way. Adonis went after heinous criminals. Or they did, in a sense, but they focused on people who use society to cover up their misdeeds. They definitely wouldn't bother to come out of hiding for something as trivial as a squabble among students. And the perpetrator used Adonis' name to spread fear, or had they done it to mislead the resulting investigation? Either way, I had to relay this information to the people who were in charge of the investigation.
I love the fact that this poor girl was like, it's embarrassing. I don't want to tell anyone. I bumped into a girl and she fell and hurt herself, and I think they're going to kill me now. Sweetie, oh. She's either so full of shit or she's even more innocent and naive than Enomoto, which I find hard to believe, but...
I know that you might not want to do this, but would you consider giving more details about your classmates and the girl who got hurt to the detectives handling your investigation?
But my attacker was an adult man. I'd know if I saw him.
The perpetrator and the people who planned the crime could be different.
That's true.
First, we need to rule your classmates out as possible suspects. I took on a slightly scolding tone, then checked the clock. The lunch break was over. Sorry, but I need to go.
Okay, Enomoto?
As I stood up to leave the hospital room, Somaya called to me in a meek voice.
Please visit me again. If their judgment isn't over yet, then
Somaya was shrinking and trembling in fear, so I put on my brightest smile. Of course I'll come again. I can only come during lunch and after work, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Is she flirting with him? I feel like she's... You're a big, strong man, and maybe if I bat my eyes at you, you'll believe me. Oh my god. Don't be Tachibana's little sister.
They're gonna question you for real after you're discharged, but I can talk to you in the meantime. Somaya nodded timidly, and I patted her on the head, then left the room.
I don't know, she could just be a sweet, innocent... Oh, okay, here we go. Other. No, we're gonna find out some shady shit about her. Why? It still isn't over? He was already really scary, but there's more? Did I really do something so wrong? I hate this. Okay, so maybe it's not. I was like, is she gonna be shady? Or is like, okay, so no, okay. Who assaulted her? That's hilarious. Is Somaya still alive? The police came to school as well. It was a pain in the ass. Yuka Somaya is a heinous criminal. Isn't Adonis the best? Not gonna lie, Somaya is annoying as fuck. Not gonna lie, that last one. Ryota's absolutely me. Not saying that about her, but I would literally be like, not gonna lie, this is annoying as fuck. Yusuke! Is Somaya still alive? Oh, and it's a picture of fruit. I'm imagining that's Yusuke from Persona 5. Is Somaya still alive? Can I have her lunch? I don't know, that last one cracks me up. Oh god. Not gonna lie, she's annoying AF. 4:11, 8:39 p.m. I thought we'd get more, but I guess it's just the bullying. I thought we'd get a little bit more on her perspective, but... I'd long lost count of how many phone calls had come in. When there was finally a pause in my work, I noticed that it was completely dark outside.
When she was like, Hoshino, you've been here for 3 fucking days. Good work, Hoshino. Here, have this.
Thank you. I took the can of corn soup I was offered and absent-mindedly opened it. That just sounds horrible. Like corn soup? Is it like corn I don't know. It just... I'm... You know what it is? My brain instantly, when I think corn soup, it's probably fine, because you put corn in soup, right? But I just, for some reason, think it's just literally a can of creamed corn, and you're just gonna, like, drink that and it's like, oh, I'm gonna gag. I don't know why. I know that's not what it is, but... It's because... I've heard of corn chowder, but never corn soup. Also, corn just makes me irrationally angry, okay? Corn is fucking pointless. Like, it's good. Corn on the cob is fine, and it's fine in but just in general, it's like, it's pointless. It does nothing. It's just it's shit. Why is it there? I don't know. I don't hate corn, but I hate corn, you know? Like, I'm fine with, like, corn. I'd be fine, but it's kind of a pointless vegetable. Like, you eat it, and it does nothing. Doesn't matter how much you chew, it comes out whole. Everything else you have is some kind of nutritional value. Corn is basically fucking useless. The only thing I don't know why, we're gonna have vegetables, but corn. Corn's not, it's nothing. It's like, breathing in air. It's just there for no reason. It is good on the comp, though. It doesn't get stuck in your fucking teeth. Anyway.
I know you didn't eat yet.
No.
I know you didn't eat yet. You shouldn't push yourself like that just because you're still young.
That's not his voice. I don't know what's happening here. Anyway. Thanks for thinking of me, but...
Hoshino, there'll still be plenty of work for you tomorrow. You need to take time to rest yourself, or else you'll burn out and you won't help anyone. You stayed late yesterday too, remember? Go home.
If you're staying, then I am too.
Don't worry about me. I got my wife's homemade dinner over here, so I'll be fine. See? I'm fighting fit.
Mochita stuck out his chest proudly. He was as spirited as ever.
To be honest, you field more calls than anyone else in SRCPO, so it'd be a real problem for us if you burned out.
Do people really say that about me?
I counted the calls myself. Anyway, we're counting on you tomorrow, too. Now get the fuck out of here. We're not paying you overtime.
Mochita clapped me on the back, then went back to his seat. Thank you so much, Mochita. I drank the can of corn soup, then went to the locker room to change. And yet she's always wearing her police uniform. Enomoto changed outfits. We never do. I'd been on edge while in the police station, but exhaustion hit me like a ton of bricks as soon as I stepped outside the building. It had been a while since I'd faced this much negativity, and it was taking a toll on me. Reminds me of the end of last year. Every day had been like this last year. There had been anger, sorrow, fear. People's voices had told me they felt like there was nowhere to run. This is literally right now. They end up this year, 2020. Too real. I want to do whatever I can for them. I want to hear Mineo's voice. It didn't matter what he said, but I thought that his voice would make me feel better. But if I hear his voice, I might just end up complaining to him. Mineo had just rejoined the police and was trying his best. I didn't want him to see me losing heart. I'll just have to do what I can on my own. Girl, didn't he say he wants you to rely on him more? She'd be like, no, I just want to hear your voice. Cool, thanks. I'm back! When I got home, Kazuki poked his head out of his bedroom.
Hey.
Did you eat yet, Kazuki?
I was hanging out with some classmates in the same lecture, so we ate out.
Okay, how's school going? You were working on a big report, right?
Don't worry about me. You must be having it way harder than I am.
Huh?
I saw in the news that some Adonis-like thing happened. You okay?
Oh, you must be worried too. The police are doing their best to solve the case as soon as...
Not that. I'm asking how you're doing, Spacey.
Me?
Yes. Everyone's trash-talking the police now. You must be dealing with that at work. And during the X-Day murders, you came home every night with that exhausted look on your face.
Well, the calls just keep coming in, one after the other.
Why don't you talk to Mineo about it? He lives nearby. I bet he'd come in a flash if you called.
Yeah, but this isn't enough to call him about. I'll be okay. Thanks for worrying about me, Kazuki. He's like,
ugh, on his face. Damn it, you always make people worry.
My shoulders slumped at his annoyed tone. I need to do better. You make people worry because you don't rely on them. Better, easier said than done, though. I couldn't make Mochita and Kazuki worry about me any more than they were. Bouncy ball's really squeaky. Trying not to let exhaustion show on my face, I went to my bed and flopped down on it without even bothering to remove my makeup. The exhaustion flooded my body, and before I knew it, I had fallen asleep. 4:12, 6:07 a.m. Very early in the morning. Then I was awakened by a sound, and I slowly opened my eyes. That noise. Is it coming from the kitchen?
Wow, you're good at this. These skills must run in the Hoshino family. It's no big deal. I think it's more that you're just clumsy, Mineo.
I figured it was the two of them.
Excuse me, but my cooking is dynamic, not clumsy.
Mineo? I blinked the sleepiness away, then looked at the kitchen. Yeah, so she does sleep in the fucking living room. Oh my god, he's so fucking adorable.
Behold, my awesome apple peeling technique.
Kazuki's adorable.
Shh, you're too loud, man.
As I assumed, it was Mineo standing there in the kitchen, peeling apples in an apron. And even his apron has flair! The man is just a lot of fucking amazing flair, I can't help it. Kazuki was next to him, frying something in a pan. The scent reached my nose and my stomach growled. You notice everything in this game is like the turquoisey kind of color, red and orange. Like, it's a very... The color palette's very... Like, it's like... I noticed all of his, but even all the other, like, a lot of the CGs have these, like, 2 colors. Red and turquoise. Just different shades of it. Like, he really should have told me this earlier. Mineo, you're too indirect. Huh? What do you mean? You don't even realize it? Remember when you called yesterday? Good timing. I was actually just about to call you, Mineo. Really? Oh, wait, did something happen to her? No, but some Adonis thing happened yesterday, didn't it? Figured Spacey's been having a hard time at work. She looked a little frustrated. When she came home, she looked totally exhausted. I asked her to talk to you, but she said it was fine and didn't listen. Oh, actually, I tried to call her because I was worried too. And knowing her, she's playing tough. I figured I'd call up and ask you how she's doing. She's putting on a strong face. But I bet she's totally pushing herself. She never talks to me about work. Maybe I need to warm her up as her boyfriend. If you're gonna physically comfort her, then I'll be leaving. Huh? And you can stay if you want. Hell no! Let's just get in the way! Plus it'd be really awkward. I don't think that's what Enomoto is thinking. Enomoto. Our innocent little Enomoto isn't even thinking of this horrible things that he could be doing to us. Nah, man, you wouldn't be in the way. Actually, the more the merrier. Sorry, I'm not getting it. What exactly are you planning on doing? He's like, wait, are you gonna have sex with my sister? I don't want to watch. And I was like, nah, man, what the... Well, I was actually coming up with a menu in my head, so I thought I'd make her something. That's so like you. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know if you're wholesome or just innocent. I can't even hate you for it. Oh, whoops. Oh, great. I don't know why you're complimenting me. It's actually kind of embarrassing. So, you want to make her breakfast. You think Spacey would like that? Before, when I was feeling really down, she made food for me. People cheer up when they eat tasty food. I don't think she's as simple as I am, but the hunger can't be helping matters. It really moved me the way she tried her best to cheer me up. I could feel the compassion behind it. Aw. It had been during the storm of X Day, when I'd been worried about Mineo, who had been snared in Ogata's scheme. I cooked the food he liked to try and cheer him up. My fucking calf muscle hurt so bad. So now it's my turn. She'll eat this, and hopefully she'll feel at least a little better. Well, I'm not exactly the best cook, but it's the thought that counts. Look at his face! Oh my god! I saw Kazuki's face change, but I didn't look at Enomoto's until literally just now, and the fucking look on his face is so goddamn beautiful. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, the CGs in this game are, like, fucking amazing. Like, fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. They're so fucking good. I love them so much. Were they this good in the first one? I don't even remember, but, like, they're so beautiful, I might die. Like, again, this is not like, oh, I've always loved Enomoto. He's so fucking precious in his CGs. I love him so much. Even Okazaki, I'm like, he's not my favorite character, but I love his CGs. Oh, God. Oh, my God, this game. I think I actually like all of our boyfriends in this game. I really do. I don't know. Ugh. Is that why you look like you were praying over the vegetables after you finished cutting them? I thought you were cursing them. Nah, man, I was infusing them with my cheer-up power. Don't tell her. Yeah. Mineo, you may look like an idiot, but I guess you're pretty serious on the inside. I love that you may look like an idiot. When I heard you were moving out of Yanagi's place, I thought you and my sister would move into a place together. It never even came up. Yeah, I can't say I never thought about it, but you're here too. I can't just leave you all alone. Kazuki's like, I fucking wish you would. I'm just kidding. And it's actually cute because Kazuki he has such a sweet little baby face. He looks like he's only like 18 or so, like 18, 19. Where like Enemo's supposed to be, but there's an age difference. It's not like they look the same age. They don't. Kazuki actually in these CGs looks like he's freshman in college and Enomoto's like older big brother. Like, it's kind of adorable. I just like that. I don't know, because usually like everybody kind of starts looking the same and you're like, oh, unless they're a really little kid, when you're roughly in your 20s age range, everybody looks the same. But like, they really don't. Like, I don't know what it is. It's something just so subtly like about Kazuki's adorable little baby face. Like, I never thought that Akita was part of Adonis. Oh, I never ever... No, wait, you're not supposed to know that! No! No, Enomoto's... I thought there was at least one route where we didn't know that Akito was a bad boy and did horrible things and it was okay. Oh, game. Why do you do this? Why do you hurt me so bad? That's actually, I think, my main pain point in this game is fucking Akito. Oh, why do we let him down? Like, he's not even one of our boyfriends. He's literally the boy we ship with our brother, and yet he's the most precious character in this to me. I don't know. Anyway. Kazuki. It had come as a shock when it turned out that Akito Sarah had been working for Adonis. It came more as a shock because I didn't think we found that out in this. Maybe we found out in Enomoto's. I swear there was one where we didn't know at all. And then it was like, either it was in that we were like, please tell me Akito's not involved. And like, it never came out. And then it wasn't until like the next route we played where it came out and it was like, no! Like, we had a moment. I thought we had at least one full route where we were totally innocent. And our lives hadn't been crushed like this. Man, I don't know. I mean, I guess because technically... But the thing is, it's not even like we're in Enomoto's route. We had to have found out, because otherwise... They're bringing this up, and it's... I mean, yes, we know, because we played the full game. But then we would also be like, oh, Shiraichi's in jail. That's where he would be if we... You know what I mean? So, like, he's just, quote-unquote, on an extended vacation, or MIA, you know? Same with Saeki. Oh, he got shot, or whatever. Like... So it's not like everything that actually happened in the full game, kind of. It's just wherever Enomoto's route ended. So we must have found out in Enomoto's? Did we do Sasazuka's first, then? I don't remember which one we did first. I really don't. But I swear there was one that we went down and Akito hadn't done anything bad. But yet, we know in every single one of these, it brings up Akito. Oh, it hurts me. I just wanted one fucking route where we could just pretend everything was fine. We'll get that when we play Kazuki's story. Anyway. For a while, Kazuki had locked himself in his room, refusing to even eat because he loves Akito. I tried to comfort him, but my words hadn't gotten through, and he seemed to have shut out the entire world because his boyfriend. I was closest to him, but I never realized the pain he was going through. I felt like I didn't deserve to be a musician after that. We were always together. We worked hard together. And now I'd be the only one to realize our dream? Couldn't stand the thought. Oh my god, this hurts more than when our boyfriends die in games. When I was really down in the dumps, you said something to me. Hey, Kazuki, don't tell me that you're gonna quit the band. I can't have that now. I'm your number 2 fan and your sister's number 1. And Sarah trusted you with his dreams. He's cheering for you even though he can't be here. That's what true friends do. Okay, so we did find out in... Okay, so maybe we did Sasazuka's route first? And then we did Enomoto's? I feel like we did... Like, see, that's what I originally thought. But I know there was a route where we didn't know... Or it was just we were totally innocent. And I know there was a point where I was like, oh my god, please tell me Akito's not involved. But I swear we went the whole route and nothing... And he never came out. And it wasn't until we got into the next route where it actually came out. And yet, in everyone... In Okazaki, Enomoto, and Sasazuka's... after stories, they always bring up Akito being bad, and I just swear there was a route we didn't know. I don't know. Anyway. I told you to leave, but you just stayed in front of my room. It was honestly pretty annoying. Hey, I was trying really hard, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean that. To tell you the truth, your words were what saved me. I thought about what sort of music Akito Sarah would make, and what would make him smile. I know better than anyone else that he's just a regular guy you can find anywhere. No, he's not! I know it'll take time, and I probably should have minded my own business. And I'm sure that she's always been worried about you. She doesn't want you to be alone either. Yeah, I know. I don't want to be a burden to you and Spacey, but I've ended up relying on you anyway. You need us right now, you poor thing! I wouldn't know what to do on my own. Just a stupid kid. Don't say that, Kazuki. We're always happy to help you out. Her family is as precious as my own. I want to protect what's important to her. I think I know now why my sister fell in love with you. I can see it in her eyes. Enomoto's like, look, dude, I'm not into guys. Kazuki's like, I'm not into you. I love Akito. God, Enomoto, Jesus, read the room. Oh, really? Well, this sure got heavy. I think the food's almost done, so we should wake her up. Uh-oh. I scrambled back into bed and threw the covers back on. They turned around the corner and she's hiding by the wall. I had a feeling that I wasn't supposed to overhear that conversation. Maybe men can only open up to each other. I never realized that's how Kazuki felt. Soon I heard footsteps approaching.
Oh, I wanted to see your face while you were asleep, but you're all snuggled up under the covers. I bet you'll jump when I wake you up. Wonder what kind of expression you'll make.
Grab him and pull him into bed with you. Even though I couldn't see Mineo's face, it was easy to imagine his excited expression. Okay, I didn't hear that conversation, and I don't know that Mineo's here. I need to look genuinely surprised or else he'll suspect me. Ah! Scream.
Hey, Spacey, it's morning. If you don't wake up, I'll tickle you.
He'll tickle me? I hadn't seen that coming. What should I do? Jump out of bed! I want to jump out of bed, but it says stay still, so. I wonder what he'll do if I just stay still. Giving into my curiosity, I waited Mineo's next move.
Oh, you're not waking up. Hey, come on, wake up. I just wanted to say that, but I'll really tickle you, you know. Hey, maybe it'll work. I don't really think I should be touching a defenseless woman. Ah!
Uh-oh, he's gonna tie his brain into a knot. I better get up. He's like, what do I do?
Whoa!
Good morning.
Oh, you're awake. Oh, I'm relieved but kind of disappointed, too.
Sorry. Mineo looked flustered, then looked at me as if he realized something. I'll be like, I heard you say you were gonna tickle me, and I just wanted to see if you'd do it.
Hey, you don't look very surprised to see me.
Huh? Of course I am. I'm very surprised. Wowza!
Well, it's a little early. Come with me.
Maybe my acting had been good enough, because Mineo didn't seem concerned by my reaction. He's kind of not the brightest crayon. He's sweet, but sometimes he's not the brightest, so. Relieved, I followed him.
Ta-da! A full-course breakfast of the stuff you like. Kazuki and I made it all. Behold, homemade flan! Amazing, right?
I prepared myself mentally after hearing their conversation, but when I saw all the food lined up on the table, I was genuinely impressed. This is incredible! It must have been so much work for them to prepare all this in the morning. They did it for me. I'm so happy. Thank you both. I like how Kazuki looks pissed. Kazuki, thank you for trying so hard to make things you've never tried making before. I'd already been happy to hear Mineo and Kazuki's conversation, but now I felt so ecstatic I thought I'd cry.
Are you really that impressed? Aren't you overacting a little?
Huh? Wait, am I?
Don't tell me.
Oh no! Did they realize I was listening in?
You went to bed last night without eating. You must be starving.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My stomach's been growling for a while. Mineo put his hand on my tummy, then nodded. Shouldn't be touching my stomach.
Yeah, I can tell. Don't hold back. Dig in.
I will, thanks. But then, the three of us sat down for a delicious breakfast while chatting happily. The warmth of their kindness seemed to seep into my body and soothe me. Perfect timing. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this part up here, and we will continue next time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.